Hi everybody, it's me, Herrick Kimball, and it's time to post another video, finally. It's been a long time, but the garden season is upon us. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I'm out here in my mini bed garden, and I've got a couple things I want to show you today. Okay, well, those of you who have my mini bed gardening report know that in the spring, there's no need to rototill the garden. We just come into each bed and fork it. With a 4-tine digging fork, and we don't turn the soil over. We just, and by we I mean me or any other mini bed gardener who follows my strategy here, we just push the fork down and crack the soil, and that's good enough. It's pretty much a no-till situation. And I also grow cover crops. You can see a nice rye cover crop here. Winter rye was planted last year, and it's going to seed. I need to cut it down, and I want to show you cutting it down, but first I want to show you what is on the other end of this chain. As I was forking one of these mini beds, cracking the soil, I hit a piece of metal, and I tried to pull the piece of metal out. You see it down there? It's like a piece of angle iron. It wouldn't pull out. So I dug, and that's dug down a ways. And then I hooked that chain on it with a bar, and the bar on a piece of wood over there, with the thought that, well, there's the digging fork right there, the soil cracking fork, I should say. I thought that I would be able to pull that out, but that thing is down there and it is solid. I just don't have the strength to do it. I have to admit to myself, I have a small hernia. I don't want to make it worse, and so I may cut that off down there and leave it. Now, we bought this land that our home is on, and that this mini bed garden is on, back around 1982. First thing we did when we bought the land, before we even had a house on it, was we planted a garden. We built a shed and planted a garden. We've had a garden here ever since, and I did not put that in there. I want to show you this cover crop in this mini bed. We've got a cover crop over there. I've got a few cover crops here. You look down through there, you can see I've got the solar pyramids. Those are covering the sweet potatoes. I planted a whole row of sweet potatoes along there. This is the first year that I've planted sweet potatoes in mini beds. I think it'll work. We'll find out. This is, after all, an experimental mini bed garden. Now, what I want to show you, besides that hunk of steel in the ground, is that to cut my cover crop, like that rye right there, I have in the past used this little electric, rechargeable, inexpensive cutter. And it works pretty well. But it actually doesn't work very well when the stalks get thick like that right there. So with that in mind, last year I bought this Chinese or Japanese sickle. I bought this and I like it. And I'm going to show you how I harvest the rye out of a mini bed using this sickle. Okay, yeah, I think I get that camera set up just about right. And so the sickle, I'm not going to chop, although that could be done in some situations, of course. But with the wood here and in such a close quarters, this thing is sharp enough that I can just get down near the base and pull, like so. Very sharp. It's scary sharp, actually. And you can harvest a whole mini bed crop of stalks like this in no time flat. I would be going faster if I weren't yakking away on this video. You get the idea. It's actually a pleasure. You don't have to plug this in and charge it up. You don't have to fix it when it breaks, or try to fix it, or throw it away. This ought to last a lifetime, this tool, if properly cared for, meaning not left out in the garden, not whacked against rocks, and so forth. This is a beautiful morning. I'm out here early, before the heat of the day. Timing is everything when it comes to gardening in many different ways. And getting out in the morning or the late afternoon is good timing when it comes to gardening. So okay, that's it folks. Very nice tool. I like it. This was a nice tool. It is a nice tool. This is a nicer tool. I like hand tools better than machines anyway. Thanks for watching everybody. I hope to get more videos on about mini bed gardening through the season. Bye bye.